Picture this. It's a sunny Saturday morning. You're standing in your kitchen, feeling like the best dog parent in the world. You've thrown away the junk, you're slicing up fresh fruit, you're spooning out the natural peanut butter. You look down at those big, hopeful eyes and you think to yourself, this is the good stuff. This is healthy. How could this ever hurt my dog? I need you to hear me, because I say this with love. Some of the most dangerous things I see come through my exam room doors are not the obvious junk. They're not the chocolate bars or the greasy fast food. They're the foods you give your dog because you believe they're healthy. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Bennett. I've spent nearly 20 years as a small animal veterinarian, and in that time, I've watched too many heartbroken, loving owners sit across from me in tears, saying the same sentence. But Dr. Bennett, I thought it was good for him. So today, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to arm you. I'm going to walk you through the 5 so-called healthy foods that send dogs to the emergency vet every single week. The ones marketed as superfoods, the ones hiding in your skinny snacks, the ones your friends swear are fine, and by the end of this video, you'll never look at your dog's bowl the same way again. So grab a notebook, call your dog over for a cuddle, and if you want to keep your best friend safe, healthy, and by your side for many more years, do me one quick favor and tap that subscribe button now. All right, let's start with number 1. Let's start with the one that surprises people the most because it's marketed as the perfect healthy snack. I'm talking about grapes. And their dried cousins, raisins, sultanas, and currants. Think about it. Grapes are in everything we call healthy. They're in the fruit salad, they're in the kids' lunch boxes. Raisins are baked into the wholesome oatmeal cookie, the granola bar, the trail mix you take on your morning walk. So when a grape rolls off the counter and your dog snaps it up, most owners shrug and think, it's just fruit. Here is the terrifying truth. For dogs, grapes can cause sudden, catastrophic kidney failure. And for decades, this baffled the entire veterinary world. We knew grapes were poisoning dogs, but we had no idea why. Recent research points the finger at a compound called tartaric acid, which dogs are uniquely dangerously sensitive to. But here's what keeps me up at night about grapes. The toxicity is not dose-dependent. Let me explain what that means because it's the scary part. With most poisons, the bigger the dog, the more they can handle. Not with grapes. I have seen a large, healthy retriever go into kidney failure from just a small handful, while a tiny terrier next door ate the same amount and walked away fine. There is no safe number. Every grape is a roll of the dice with your dog's kidneys. I'll never forget a sweet older couple who came in with their beagle. Their grandkids had visited and, out of pure love, kept slipping the dog grapes under the table all afternoon. They thought they were giving him treats. By the time the vomiting and the desperate thirst started, the next day, the damage was already done. So here is my practical advice. Treat grapes and raisins like you would a bottle of pills. Completely off limits, stored up high, never on the floor. And learn the hiding spots. Oatmeal cookies, cinnamon raisin bagels, granola bars, trail mix. If your dog ever eats one, do not wait and see. Symptoms can take 12 to 24 hours to appear, and by then, it's often too late. Call your vet immediately. Now let's talk about the ultimate health food superstar, the one on every wellness blog, every brunch menu, every eat clean list. Avocado. We humans treat avocado like a gift from nature. Healthy fats, creamy, full of nutrients. So it feels completely natural to share a little scoop with your dog, right? After all, you'll even find it listed as an ingredient in some boutique dog foods. So what's the problem? There are actually 3 separate dangers packed into that one green fruit, and I want you to understand each. First, avocados contain a natural compound called persin. In the flesh, the levels are relatively low, but in the leaves, the skin, and especially the pit, persin is concentrated. And in dogs, it can trigger vomiting and diarrhea, and in larger amounts, far worse. Second, and this is the one most people miss, avocado is extremely high in fat, and a dog's digestive system is simply not built to handle a sudden hit of rich, fatty food. Here's what happens inside. That fat overworks an organ called the pancreas. When the pancreas gets overwhelmed, it becomes inflamed and, in the worst cases, it literally begins to digest its own tissue. This is a disease called pancreatitis, and I promise you, it is one of the most painful things I treat. It causes relentless vomiting, a hunched, aching back, and often days hospitalized on IV fluids. And third, the danger that puts dogs on my surgery table, the pit. That big, smooth avocado pit is the perfect size and shape to lodge in a dog's throat or get stuck in their intestines. A swallowed pit is a life-threatening blockage that frequently requires emergency surgery to remove. My advice is simple. Keep avocado, and especially guacamole, which usually hides toxic onion and garlic too, entirely off your dog's menu. If you want to give healthy fats, we'll cover far safer ways at the end of this video. This next one makes me genuinely worried, because it's not just a food people share by accident. It's a food people are being told to give their dogs on purpose. Garlic. Go online right now and you'll find article after article calling garlic a natural immune booster, a superfood for dogs, even a chemical-free, natural flea and tick repellent. Well-meaning owners are sprinkling garlic powder into their dog's bowl every single day, convinced they're doing something healthy. So let me tell you, as a vet, exactly what's happening inside that dog's body. Garlic belongs to a family of plants called the alliums, which also includes onions, leeks, and chives. They all contain compounds, like N-propyl disulfide, that are toxic to dogs. And here's the cruel part. Cooking does not destroy the toxin. Powdered, raw, roasted, in broth, it doesn't matter. When a dog eats garlic or onion, it causes oxidative damage to their red blood cells. Let me give you a picture for that. Think of it like rust forming on metal. The red blood cells, which normally carry oxygen all around the body, become brittle and damaged, and then they start to burst. When enough of them burst, the dog can't transport oxygen properly anymore, and they slide into a dangerous, life-threatening condition called hemolytic anemia. And here's why it's so sneaky. This is not an eat it and collapse poison. It's a slow build. A dog can get a daily pinch of garlic powder for their health, and the damage quietly accumulates over days and weeks. The owner doesn't connect the dots. The pale gums, the heavy breathing, the sudden exhaustion, until the dog is seriously ill. I have had clients break down in my office when they realized the natural supplement they trusted was the very thing making their dog sick. So please hear this vet warning clearly. There is no safe daily dose of garlic for the vast majority of dogs, no matter what a blog or a product label tells you. If you're worried about fleas and ticks, talk to your vet about a proven prevention plan, and steer clear of heavily seasoned table scraps, gravies, broths, and those flavor packets you pour over kibble. They're almost always loaded with onion and garlic powder. If you want to flavor your dog's food, plain, unseasoned meat is the way. Now we arrive at what I genuinely believe is the most dangerous item on this entire list, and it's hiding behind the word healthy more than any other. I'm talking about sugar-free and skinny diet products, the reduced sugar peanut butter, the keto snacks, the guilt-free baked goods. Think about how this happens. You're being a responsible shopper. You see 2 jars of peanut butter, one regular, one that says sugar-free or no added sugar, and you reach for the healthier sounding one. Then you use that peanut butter to hide your dog's pill, or you smear it inside a puzzle toy. You did everything you thought was right, and you may have just handed your dog a poison. The culprit is an artificial sweetener called xylitol, and lately, companies have started renaming it on labels to sound more natural. So now you'll see it written as birch sugar or birch bark extract. Watch for those words. Here's why xylitol is so lethal. When we humans eat it, our bodies just shrug and process it as a low-calorie sweetener. But a dog's body is fooled. It mistakes xylitol for real sugar, and the pancreas slams out a massive, sudden flood of insulin. That insulin causes the dog's blood sugar to crash to dangerously low levels, sometimes within 10 to 60 minutes. We're talking weakness, stumbling, seizures, collapse, and in higher doses, rapid liver failure. I once had an owner sprint through my door carrying her little dog, absolutely frantic. The dog had found a single pack of sugar-free gum in a handbag left on the floor. 1 pack. Thankfully, she got him to me within minutes and we were able to pull him through, but it was one of the closest calls of my career. So here is your action step, and I want you to do it today. Become an obsessive label reader. Before any peanut butter, any snack, any baked good goes near your dog, flip the package over. If you see the words sugar-free, diet, keto, xylitol, or birch sugar, put it away. The only peanut butter your dog should ever touch is plain. Ingredients should read peanuts and maybe a little salt. And keep purses, gym bags, and backpacks zipped and off the floor, because that's where sugar-free gum and mints love to hide. Our fifth food rides in on the healthy fats and protein trend: nuts. And one nut in particular is a serious problem for dogs: the macadamia. Nuts are everywhere we shop for healthy. Trail mix on the hiking trail, a handful as a clean afternoon snack, baked into wholesome-looking cookies and energy bars, so a dog snagging a few feels harmless. But macadamia nuts contain a toxin that specifically attacks a dog's nervous system, and the reaction can be frightening to witness. Within about 12 hours of eating macadamia nuts, a dog will often start vomiting, run a fever, go weak, and develop a wobbly, drunken stagger, especially in the back legs. Sometimes they literally cannot stand up. The first time you see it, you'd swear your dog was having a stroke. Now here's a small piece of good news. Macadamia toxicity alone is rarely fatal with prompt veterinary care. But it is a terrifying, miserable ordeal for your dog, and it's completely avoidable. And while we're on nuts and trail mix, let me connect two dangers, because they love to travel together. That healthy trail mix? It often contains macadamias and raisins and chocolate. And many bagged nuts are heavily salted or coated, and that heavy fat load brings us right back to pancreatitis, the same painful inflammation we talked about with avocado. So a single innocent-looking handful of trail mix can carry 3 or 4 separate toxins at once. My advice: keep all nuts, nut mixes, and healthy snack bars well out of reach. If you want crunch and nutrition for your dog, there are far safer options, and I'll give you my favorites right now. Okay, take a deep breath with me. I know I just walked you through a lot of scary information, and I don't want you to close this video feeling afraid to feed your dog anything. That is not the goal. The goal is to make you prepared and confident. So let's flip it around, because there is so much wonderful, genuinely healthy human food you absolutely can share. Want a sweet treat? Plain apple slices without the core or the seeds are fantastic. Blueberries are a true superfood for dogs, packed with antioxidants, and they make a perfect little training reward. Craving that satisfying crunch? Plain raw carrots are amazing for their teeth, and a frozen carrot is a brilliant, soothing chew for a teething puppy or a bored dog. Plain green beans are a wonderful low-calorie snack that most dogs go crazy for. And for healthy fats, instead of avocado, a little plain cooked salmon or a mashed sardine packed in water gives them a powerful, vet-approved dose of omega-3s for a shiny coat and healthy skin. The golden rule with all of these is simple: plain, unseasoned, no sauces, no sugar, no salt, and always in moderation. Treats of any kind should make up no more than about 10% of your dog's daily calories. Keep it simple, and you keep them safe. Before I let you go, here's the one essential tip I want every single dog owner watching to act on today. Because someday, despite your best efforts, your dog may sneak something they shouldn't, and what you do in that moment matters enormously. First, do not panic, and please, do not try to make your dog vomit on your own unless a veterinarian specifically walks you through it. Pouring hydrogen peroxide down your dog's throat the way the internet tells you to can burn their esophagus and make everything far worse. Instead, do this right now while you're thinking about it. Save the number for the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center in your phone: 888-426-4435. Write it on a sticky note and put it on your fridge. If your dog eats something toxic, you call that number or your nearest emergency vet, and you tell them 3 things: exactly what your dog ate, roughly how much, and how much your dog weighs. That information can save your dog's life. We are here to guide you. You never have to face that moment alone. And listen, the simple fact that you watched this entire video, that you're standing here trying to learn what's truly safe, tells me everything about the kind of dog parent you are. You're not careless. You care so deeply that you went looking for the truth. Your dog is lucky to have you. If this helped you today, do me a favor and tap that like button. It tells YouTube to show this safety information to more dog owners who need it. Hit subscribe so you never miss our next deep dive into keeping your best friend healthy. And leave me a comment below. Which one of these 5 surprised you the most? I read and reply to as many as I can.